how many teachers look back at their childhood and laugh. To look at them, there's Mr. Reimer, my drama teacher, always like dancing and spinning. He'd look you in the eye through his like Brechtian wall. Mr. Penny, my IT teacher, he just loved computers, like a constant excitement for the future of technology. Mrs. Stitney, my science teacher, I think it was like biology, inside out, she loved like the gory details of all of them. They just seemed so perfect for their adult role. But thinking about it, when were they at school themselves? Like, who would have guessed? I had this friend once. I wonder where she is now actually, or what she's up to. I mean, it wasn't because she was like the leader of the group, because we didn't have one. It was just me and her. She'd roll cigarettes in the morning before school. Her mum would like pay her to roll countless cigarettes before leaving. I'd knock on her door when she wasn't like, if she wasn't already at mine at like 8 o'clock in the morning. And for a couple of quid, she'd unconsciously roll like a line of rollies. I remember seeing a line across the arm of the chair, like a pathway out of her mum's personalised Bakusin. Thinking about it, it does sound quite weird. It wasn't as bad as it sounds. She just got to keep like 4 for the day ahead, the walk to, the walk fro, 1 at break and 1 at lunchtime around the corner of the school field. My mum thought I was a smoker, maybe because when she was like my age, I think she smokes as well, or because she knew the type of person my friend was. But I never smoked. It took me a while to even pretend. I had to do it properly, like they do in the films, not just like my friend coughing her guts up after only a few minutes into our morning journey. She sounded more like she just ran the cross-country route, but that's a laugh because I don't even think she'd ever done cross-country. She'd either make a fake note or, like the other kids, stop in the cops to smoke when the teachers weren't around and then pretend they got a stitch and couldn't finish, or just gave in and came last. I think everyone must have a story. I can remember I put it in my mouth, quite provocatively, feeling myself unwind as I close my eyes and roll my head back, and with drawn out breaths I'd bring my arm close to my body and lightly bite my ring finger. It was only a pencil after all. It might as well have been a chocolate, or a chocolate cigarette, but that was when I was even younger. I'd walked to the newspaper shop with my friend, rationing the money our mums had given us. We knew we had to choose carefully. And inside of the endless amount of organised varieties behind the counter, like out of bounds to us, we kept to our side of the shop. Our interest was here, for a handful of packets we'd never seen, tempting our small change and plans for the rest of the day.
That's when I was even younger.
Feeling our new addiction, as it was, we scanned the packets. They looked real enough. The only real packets you'd ever seen were on the kitchen draining board near the back door, where you'd often find my mum taking a break from her day. But on the shelf here, I didn't see my mum's cigarettes, no Marlboro Lights, these were our own. I picked a pack called Krakatoa. I didn't even know what that meant, I didn't care. I was too excited to get home and attempt to trick my friend's mum with our best Cockney accents as we asked, "Have you got a light?" I wonder what her mum thought of me, really. I only met her once. She offered me a cigarette, like not in a weird way, but just because my friend told her mum that I smoke now. Did I ever bunk off school? Isn't everyone supposed to? You have to do it once, don't you? Say that you've done it. Well, we'll look back at one day and really laugh, won't we? I wasn't laughing then. I wasn't scared. It just felt like it was the right thing to do, like nothing could go wrong. Unless I bumped into my mum as she walked through the Queen Mother's garden with her shopping. At the end of the day, what's the point? Looking over our shoulders every second, we had to work out what we'd say. I didn't know, I didn't care, I just knew that I'd be home 2 hours later and it would be done. I wouldn't need to do it again. But to do it and get away with it, you'll notice I had to make it work. And one of my friends made the opposite account as my conscience, without a scratch or a footprint left as evidence. I could do nothing but hope it had to work. And it did. I got to miss RE that day. There was no going back. It was just persuading my good conscience friend that the worst thing we could do from now on would be to turn ourselves in. We could sleep easy that night at the fact that we never really got caught and that we didn't even need to do it again because we'd already done it. We'll look back on this one day and laugh. That was the first thing I thought of when entering the school the next day. That was until I walked into form and had to answer my name in the register. The build-up was fine. I've been sitting for about 10 minutes and no one even said anything to me about the day before, but my name was at the end of the register, second from last. I knew it was coming up. I prepared my tone of voice. I hate speaking out loud any day, so my voice probably always sounded nervous. My name was called. I answered in the normal routine and suddenly it hit me. Where were you yesterday? You were marked absent from the afternoon. Do you have a note? I didn't. We'll look back on this one day and laugh. We'll look back on this one day and laugh. We'll look back on this one day and laugh.